We're watching the world change in a way that will be with us for a long time. I think the best example of what I mean by this is found not in Iran, Israel, the US, or Lebanon, but in Qatar.
The Sheikhdom of Qatar is geographically prominent, but otherwise one of the least known of the Arab Gulf states.
Qatar has spent the last 50 years meticulously planning, scheming and plotting to make itself immune to global instability.
So Your Highness, it's such an honor to have you here. And I welcome you, and I want to thank you for your friendship. Thank you.
It was a long-term strategy of making Qatar a significant player in world affairs. If they were at the centre of the web, they would be too important to mess with. Following the October 7 attacks by Hamas on Israel, Qatar was the only mediator able to get both sides to the table for ceasefire and hostage release negotiations.
With officials in Doha insisting talks can continue if both Israel and Hamas show a willingness to negotiate in good faith.
In a world ruled by rational people, you need a safe place for those people to be able to talk to each other while they sort out key differences. Then Donald Trump returned to the White House and things started changing.
A brazen attack in Qatar's capital. Israeli forces targeting Hamas's political headquarters in a residential area of Doha.
Decades spent shoring up their position as an important ally of the West had failed to protect Qatar from Israeli airstrikes. There was no condemnation of Israel. In fact, when Netanyahu suggested just a few months later that it might be a good idea to attack Iran during peace negotiations with the US, Trump joined in.
The Israeli-US joint strikes began in broad daylight, hitting multiple Iranian cities, including the capital.
Iran responded with fury, firing missiles at anyone within reach.
In Doha, Qatar's military has been intercepting missiles aimed at a US airbase and the international airport.
Iran targeted Qatari gas infrastructure in retaliation to a strike on its major gas field, wiping out 17% of capacity for up to 5 years.
Decades of planning, investment and diplomacy by the Qataris went up in smoke. It played the game better than most, but that game is over now.